Today, I want to share a really simple idea, but if you incorporate this idea in your life, I think you'd find work becomes so much easier and so much more enjoyable, especially if you are the sort of person that gets frustrated at work or deals with difficulties or challenging work. Now, a bit of background on me, I'm a software developer, and if you know anything about software development, it can be very, very frustrating. Shit always goes wrong. Computers, they're crazy, man. And so, what I used to do is I used to feel all these negative emotions and pressure, needing to finish the job. If there was a new project or new code base or something new, I would feel intimidated, and I would actually feel a bit of fear rather than excitement. Now, what's the simple principle? The simple principle is that you reward yourself every single step of the way. Let's say you have a challenge. Let's say you are dealing with a bug in your program. You have to work it out. Every single micro step while you are working, tell yourself, great job, that's awesome, keep going. And you don't even have to say it, but it can help to say it. But just give yourself a bit of dopamine every single step of the way. And I find when you can do this, the task just becomes so much more enjoyable because you're now rewarding yourself for the activity. What used to bring up frustration has now been replaced with these little incremental feelings of, yes, I'm accomplishing something, I'm getting somewhere, this is fun, this is enjoyable. And I found it's really shifted how I develop software. For example, let's say I am trying to debug something, I might try to put it into Google, and there's a bunch of results. Now, something that small, you might think, why reward yourself for it? But I think it's really important to recognize that every little micro step should be rewarded, because it's in the micro steps that you solve the wider problem. And when we can appreciate the micro steps, it really starts to shift how we think about them. It really starts to shift how we actually achieve work, because we aren't focused on the I need to get to outcome. We're starting to focus on what's here right now in the present moment. It's bringing us back to the task, and it's bringing us back with a presence and a enjoyment, a positive sort of feeling. So now I've rewarded myself. I'm looking at Google and I see these results. The second part of this principle not only to reward yourself, but actually to feel grateful for the information, or grateful for every part or everything that is there for you. So now I'm looking at the results and I feel gratitude. I focus on feeling gratitude for the results. Wow, these are really helpful. If I ask somebody for help, wow, that's amazing. Or existing work, instead of being annoyed, oh, they didn't do it right, oh, it's not good. Feel grateful. Wow, they paved the way for me. You can still see or recognize the issues in their work. But the key is when you start to feel grateful, you shift how you feel about it. And so you are going to be a lot more positive, and you are going to have a better experience. This then shifts how you tackle bigger work, bigger projects, or looking into something new. As a developer, I have to often jump into a new code base or look at a series of code bases, and some of them can be very complicated, especially in bigger companies. Lots of people have worked on it. Maybe there's not so much documentation. It can be very intimidating and even can evoke some fear in you. I know imposter syndrome is such a massive thing in the software developer space and in many other careers. So before I used to maybe feel apprehension or fear. I wouldn't even want to look at it. But now I've started to shift my mindset to uh, feel grateful for this opportunity, and then every single step of the way as I look into it, I'm rewarding myself once again, rewarding myself, feeling better and better and better about diving into that code base, learning more. And now the fear is replaced with natural interest and curiosity, because you can't be curious when your brain is on a fight or flight sort of space. When you are fearful, you aren't going to feel good. But as many people, including Tony Robbins, say, the best way to remove fear is to bring yourself into a state of gratitude. It's the fastest way, because you can't be both fearful and grateful at the same time. So yeah, that's the really simple process, and it sounds so simple, but I honestly think if you can do this, you are going to have a massive shift in how you work. It's going to really start to change your brain and how you get into work. And honestly think mindset wise, you don't need too much more. If you can master this, a lot of things are just going to start to click. So yeah, let me know what you think below, and yeah, I hope you guys learned something. Thank you.